big toes to touch. Come forward just as far as you're comfortable. Feel free to use something underneath your head, even your arms, to relax in a forward fold. Begin to notice your breath. Feel the rise and fall of the breath in your body. Exhale brings you closer to the ground as you melt down. Inhale fills you up and lifts you up towards the sky. 2 or 3 nice breaths here, just paying attention to that. Nothing else. Letting go of anything else that's hanging around in your head. Let's thread the needle with one arm reaching out and the other one all the way up to the sky, lifting up as high as you can, and then folding underneath you, palm face up, underneath the opposite arm. Let the shoulder rest down to the ground. Let your head rest as well if it reaches. And take a few breaths here. Each exhale bringing you a little bit softer down to the earth, kind of melting down. On your next inhale, slide that hand out from underneath. Lift up all the way to the sky again, and then place it down next to the other arm. On your next inhale, left arm reaches up, or opposite arm lifts up to the sky, reach to the fingertips to the sky, and then underneath, palm face up, sliding under the opposite arm. Shoulder melts down towards the ground, head melts down towards the ground. A couple of breaths here, each exhale, bringing you closer to the earth. Feel the breath expand the body, and then release. On your next inhale, slide that arm back out to the sky, and exhale, hands down to the ground. Coming onto all fours, bringing the knees directly underneath the hips, dropping the belly with an inhale for your cow pose, and exhale for your cat pose. Alternating back and forth, following just your breath. Checking down to your hands, pressing in one finger at a time, making sure that you're pushing as much into the thumb as you are to the pinky. Then hold in neutral in your flat back. Bring your right leg out behind you. Turn the toes down to the ground. Bring your left arm forward, thumb face up or palm face down, whichever is most comfortable. And feel a nice long stretch from fingertip to heel. Then bring the leg to the outside and the arm to the outside. So right leg coming to the right, left arm coming to the left. Keep it as high as you can. Bring it as far forward as you can. And then bring it on back in a straight line again. On your next exhale, bring it forward again. Out to the side with the hand and the leg. Bring it on back with your inhale. One more time, coming out to the side. One more time, coming back. Bring your left hand down to the ground, cross the right leg over to the left, flex the foot and the toes, and turn your body around to look over your left shoulder at that right foot. Come on back to center, a couple little cat-cows just to release the spine, and then extend the left leg out and the right arm forward. Reaching long from the fingertip to the heel. Bring your right arm out to the side and left leg forward. Bring it on back. Nice and long in the arm and the leg. Again, exhale, bring the arm and leg out to the side. Keep bringing it as far up as you can. Inhale, bring it back. One more time, exhale, leg out, arm out. Inhale, bring it back. Hand comes down, cross the left leg over, turn over the right shoulder, and push into that foot, pushing away with your heel. Bring the leg back. And again, a couple of little cat-cows just to release the spine. Walk the hands one handprint forward from where they are right now. Lean into the thumb and the pinky and all the fingers in between. Tuck your toes and come into downward facing dog. Pedal one foot and then the other. Nice and easy. Just starting to warm up the backs of the legs. So not pushing so hard that your leg tightens up completely. Keeping a nice little soft knee. Whatever feels good to you here. Let's press the legs out to the edges of the mat so your feet are just touching the edges of the mat. And we'll turn open to the left a little bit. So my left arm opens up My hips are still high in my downward dog. And on my exhale, I'm going to reach that arm underneath, just like thread the needle, and bring it around to the right side. Inhale, bring it up to the sky again. Exhale, bring it underneath the arm. Once again, inhale, open up wide. Exhale, bring it underneath. And then bring both hands down to the ground. Release the right arm up, reach it up to the sky. And on your exhale, bring it underneath. Turning to the left. Inhale, lift it up tall. Exhale, bring it under. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it under. Nice. Bring the arm back down. And let's bring the feet together and tiptoe the feet up towards the hands. Feet flat on the ground. Heels and toes about about hip width distance. Forehead down to the ground. Soften in the knees. Let the ribs come down into the thighs. Let the arms hang nice and heavy. And we'll begin to stack the spine, lifting up really slowly and mindfully up to a standing pose. Once you come all the way up to standing, inhale, bringing the arms up to the sky. And exhale, press against the edges of your boot and forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, hands on thighs or shins. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, roll it up nice and easy. Pull the belly muscles in. Stack the spine. This time, come to a gentle back bend. Arms bend like cactus arms. Inhale, up to the sky. And exhale to your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Lengthen through the body, the neck, the spine, and the head. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, roll it up nice and easy. Arms up to the sky. Follow with the back bend. Inhale once again. And exhale one more time. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold again. Stack the spine. Back bend. Inhale, reach. And this time come over to one side. So one arm comes down to the ground, the other one reaches over nice and tall. Softly bend in that elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, other side. Pushing the hip a little bit away from the arm side and back to the other side. Let's do that again. Over to one side, pushing hip away. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, over to the other side, pushing hip away. Back to center, nice and easy. We're going to bring the hands together. We'll separate the feet just about hip width distance, and we'll come down into our chair pose. Actually, I'm going to keep my feet together today and squeeze. Either one is fine, as long as your knees track over your toes. And sitting in our chair, let's bring our hands into the heart. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, sink down a little bit more. See if you can lift your toes up as you lean back a little more into the heels. On your next inhale, bring the arms up into chair. And on your exhale, bring them back behind you, palms face down, and possibly roll up onto the toes if you like, optional. Inhale, back into your chair, sit back in the heels. Exhale, hands come behind, roll onto the toes. One more time, back into your chair. And this time we'll twist to the side. So let's bring the right arm behind and the left arm forward and twist to the right. Stay low in your knees, inhale. Exhale, back to the other side. Inhale, back to center. And hands come through the heart to your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, nice and long in the back. Exhale, plant the hands and walk forward into your high plank. Once you're in your high plank, we're going to roll to the right. Heels drop down. Option to lift the left arm. Come on back to center, roll to the left. Open the arm to the sky. Bring it on back to center. Let's come down to the knees for the first chaturanga. Lower down, elbows into the ribs. And then scoop it up either into up dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, back into your down dog. Walk forward, meet the hands to the feet or feet to the hands or both. And roll up. We're going to put that all together. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to one side. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, other side. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands behind. Opposite to roll up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, arms behind. Once more, chair. Once more, arms behind. Inhale, reach them up. Sit down a little bit lower. Twist to the right. Inhale, center. Twist to the left. Inhale, center. Hands through the heart, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. And exhale, walk forward into your high plank. Roll the heels to the right. Lift the left arm up. Bring it on down. Roll heels to the left. Stay in your plank, lifting up tall. Coming back to center. This time lowering down just with the arms. A few inches away from the ground, you're going to scoop the heart forward and come up into your up dog. Nice. Tuck toes, down dog. Lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through low lunge. Inhale into your crescent. Exhale into your warrior two. Inhale, extended side angle. Bend a little more in that bottom leg than you want to. Exhale, keep the bend, reverse. Come back down, hands to the ground. Scoop the right leg back. Option to keep it up as you go through your chaturanga. Scoop it up, both feet down. Up dog, tuck toes, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, sweep it through. Low lunge, lift up into your crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Extended side angle. And reverse. Keep the bend in that front knee. Hands to the ground. Leg comes back. Keep it up or down. One more chaturanga, lift up. Open your heart. Exhale. Down dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Step forward. Roll up all the way into your standing extended mountain. Exhale, over to one side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back bend, look to the sky. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the feet together, come back into your chair pose. This time we're going to bring hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Pull that left leg back. Be in line with the right one and inhale. Exhale as you push into that arm and open your back. Inhale, exhale. Think about heart coming up to the sky. Think about body twisting and mincing like a washcloth. One more breath here. And then open the arms like wings. Lift up, staying in your chair. Twisted to the side. Come on back to center, arms come up. Hands come to forward. Come to your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sit back in your chair. Bring your hands into your heart. Twist to the left. Pull the right knee back in line with the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push open and twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Once more, inhale, exhale, twist. Open up the arms like wings. Come up still tilted to the left. And then sweep the arms together. Hands through the heart, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Come into your high plank again. Roll to the right. Left arm reaches up. Roll to the left. Reach right arm to the sky. Hands back down to the ground, down to your chaturanga. Hold for a moment, and then scoop the heart up into up dog, tuck toes, down dog. Pedal out nice and easy here, one leg and then the other. Lift the right leg to the sky. On your exhale, sweep it through again, and lift up into your crescent. On your exhale, drop the back knee down, not all the way. Then lift up, push. Actually, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift works better for me, but it doesn't matter. Lower and lift one more time. Lower and lift. Nice, roll into your warrior two again. Extended side angle. Reach way overhead and reverse. All the way back. Come on back to your warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Extend into your triangle pose. Hold here for a breath or two. Open that arm back behind you a little bit more. Nice breath. Lift up tall. Reverse triangle. Slide the hand down the back leg. Inhale, bring it back up. Bend the front knee, hands left and right. Scoop the right leg back. Option for one-legged or two-legged chaturanga. Make this your own. Skip it anytime you want. Exhale into downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through low lunge. Come on up into your crescent. And lower back down with that back knee. Push strong to lift. Lower down, relax your shoulders. Push strong to lift. Lower down again, two more times. Lift and lower and lift. Nice, right into warrior two, into extended side angle. Right arm overhead, reverse, slide it down the back leg. Keep the front knee bent and come on back to warrior two, straighten the front leg and come into triangle pose. Open the arm, turn the heart towards the sky. Stay here for a full breath. And then bend the knee again and come on forward. Hands plant down, left leg comes back. Go through your chaturanga. Open heart, tuck toes, down dog. Pedal it out for a moment. And then walk the hands forward. Feet forward, or hands back. And roll up nice and tall. Bringing hands into center. Find your balance with tree. One leg lifts, other leg is your trunk. Focus on one spot that's not moving, as if you could stay here forever. Try something different today, maybe bring that foot into the hip crease for a hot tree, bringing the knee down, or maybe all the way up, or down onto the calf if you normally do way up there. Just a little something different. Let's release that, but keep the leg up. See if we can come into airplane from here. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Looking slightly ahead. Long line from the head to the heel. Then let the hands come forward. Lift the right leg up into standing split and bring it down next to the other. Roll up nice and tall. Take a nice breath in, hands into the heart. Tree on the other side. Wherever you decide to try it today is perfect. Make sure you're opening up the knee wherever you are and feeling nice and tall. Don't get discouraged if your balance is off today. Everybody's balance is off. Totally all right. And then when you're ready, release into airplane. Same leg comes back. Whoops, folding forward into our airplane. Shoulders away from ears. Arms out like wings. Then bring the hands to the ground. You can bend the front knee and lift the left leg up to the sky as high as you can. And then bring it down. Next to the other. Roll up nice and tall. Arms up with your inhale. Exhale, hands into heart center. Find your balance for just a moment with your eyes closed. Notice your breath. Notice any heat in your body. Notice your pulse. Allow yourself to be amazed by what your body can do. We're going to come into dancer pose. Arms up with your inhale. Exhale, right elbow into right hip. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Catch it when you're ready. Take your time, don't do it before you're ready. When you are ready, both knees come in to each other, and the right leg comes back in a straight line. It's not turning out to the left or right. Push strong with that foot into that back arm, and feel the shoulder open. Take a breath here. When you feel ready, undo. If you feel like you're on a roll and you want to stay a little bit, that's okay. Arms and feet come down. Take a nice deep breath. On your exhale, open the shoulders from the front. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open the heart. And then let them come back to normal. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, left elbow into left hip. Inhale, left leg up. Catch the foot from the inside or the outside. Bring the knees together. Push straight back with the foot. Knee coming straight back. And push the foot into the arm. So it extends that shoulder and the arm. Focus on one thing. Keep the breathing steady as you can. When you feel ready, come on out. Bring the feet together, bring the hands together. One more time, noticing if it calmed you a little bit or if it made you a little bit more upbeat. Either way is fine. Let's open the legs a little bit. We'll inhale to a nice tall spine, even back bend a little bit. And on your exhale, we're going to do wood chopper breath. So we're going to bend at the knees a little bit and swing back. So the hands actually come behind us. Inhale, lift it up tall. Exhale, swing forward. You can exhale through the mouth. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale. 2 more times, lift it up. Exhale, swing. Once more, lift it up. Exhale, swing. Nice. Bring it on back. Bring the arms out to the edges of your room. Come forward. Hands down to the ground. Bend the knees as much as you like. Turn the toes out and the knees out. Come into your frog squat. Most gently just shift the weight a little bit from left to right. You might feel this in your thighs. And then see if you can come to a sitting frog. So usually we drop down completely, so that some people it takes all the energy out of it, all the effort out of it. So if you're one of those people, push a little bit into the feet and lift up an inch with your body. And that makes it way more active. So you're actually working at the whole time you're doing this. Then bring the hands down. We're going to come into crow. And I have my outside elbows, my feet to the outside, my knees to the outside of my elbows. And I lift them up one at a time. My belly muscles are in. I look slightly forward so I don't tip. And I hold my crow, maybe one foot, maybe both feet today. Good job. Sit on back into your child's pose. And relax your arms however they feel good. So maybe forward or maybe restorative. Bring the forehead to the ground. Bring the arms to relax, whatever position they're in. And once again, notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath. Notice the temperature of your body. Everything working together. And push aside anything from earlier in your class or even earlier in your day. And be present just this very moment to whatever we feel. Let's come into our thread the needle again. Seeing if it feels any different now. Arm up to the sky. Slide it under the other arm, palm face up. Shoulder down to the ground. Head down towards the ground. And release the body to gravity. One more nice breath here. And then when you complete it, slide the arm out. Back up to the sky again. And hand down to the ground. Inhale, left arm reaches up tall. Or other arm, and then slide it underneath. Palm face up. Reach through as far as you can. Then let the shoulder and the head rest. Let the body become heavy. Giving way to gravity here. Notice anything you're holding in your body that you can let go of. It's some tightness in a part of your body. See if you can release it. Maybe in your face. Nice, and slide that back out. Open up to the sky with that arm. And bring it on down. Both hands in front of you. We're going to hinge forward so that we're in a high plank one more time. Shoulders right underneath, wrists right underneath shoulders in a high plank. We're going to lower down slowly to the count of 5. We'll bend the elbows into the ribs and count for 5, 4, whole body coming down, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders if they're not already there. Spread the hands like starfish and lift up just a little bit into a very gentle baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Press the toenails into the ground and lift up a little bit taller. Nice. One more time, coming down. And this time coming into your full cobra, but whatever that is for you today. Some days it's super full, some days it's not. What feels good? Squeeze the shoulder blades together and come on back down. Let the arms come out to your sides, fingertips on the ground and palms lifted. Elbows straight up to the sky. Going to push into those arms and lift just a little bit. So it's cobra, but our arms are extended out. Lower down, nice and easy. Inhale, push up, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, push up, lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and lower down. Nice, bring the hands back underneath you, this time for Sphinx pose. So elbows come underneath shoulders. Palms are down onto the ground. We're pulling the arms together energetically. So our back is opening just a little bit. Press the toenails into the ground again. Now pull the arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and try to reach the belly up off the floor. Leading with your heart. Lots of things going on here in your body. Can't see it, but you can feel it. And then on your exhale, let it all go. Let the shoulders come up to your ears. Let your heart melt down to the ground. Shoulders shrug. And release the body. Come back with elbows underneath shoulders once again. Pull back with the arms. Open in the chest. Pull up with the belly. As if you're reaching yourself forward. Pulling with the heart. And then exhale all the way down. Let the shoulders drop. Let the arms be nice and long. Let's bring our arms out to the sides. Palms face up. And big toes together to touch. Let the head rest either on the left or the right cheek. And drop the shoulders down to touch the earth. Let the feet splay open so the heels are apart and the big toes are together. And focus on this lower back, right where your sacrum is. And in this position, your legs are allowing it to open a little. Just enjoy that opening. Let the rest of your body rest. Notice as you breathe, belly muscles pushing into the earth. And as you exhale, feel the belly pull away from the earth. Just notice that nice rhythm. And imagine that you're breathing with the earth, or the earth is breathing you. Lift up just your head. Turn the other cheek to the side. Just to make it even, let the head rest. Shoulders once again melt to the ground. Your back is nice and rounded. Focus on that lower back area and let it just relax with gravity. On your inhale, feel the belly and the chest push into the ground. And on your exhale, feel it pull away. A couple more gentle breaths here. Listen to your breath for a moment. We'll bring the chin forward. Place the forehead on your left forearm. So my left forearm is crossed over, parallel to the short end of my mat, and my head is resting on it. We're going to turn the arm up. The back arm is going to stay really close to the body, and it's going to lift up, a little bit awkward, and all the way overhead. We're trying to get the shoulder to move as freely as it possibly can, or as close to the body as it can. Reach it forward. Then on your inhale, bring it up and bring it back. Maybe touch the back of your thigh there. Inhale, bring it back up close to the body as you can, and come forward, head comes down. Inhale, head rises, reach up, sweep the sky with the arm, and all the way back down. Bring it on up again, and let it rest right in place of the other one. Crossing over. Forehead rests on the shoulder to start. Left arm reaches out as far as you can. Inhale, lift it up, sweep the sky, and bring it back down to touch the thigh. Inhale, up to the sky, and bring it down to touch the ground in front. Inhale, lift it up tall. Exhale, sweep it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sweep down. One more time up. Bring it on back. Once more lift. And once more forward. Bring both arms forward. Going to lift the legs and lift the arms. It's like a Superman pose. And then we're going to lower it down. Let the head rest, let the shoulders rest. Roll the head side to side on your mat. Push up with the hands and push back into your child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Compare this child's pose to your first one. And just notice any differences or similarities. Sway the hips just a little bit side to side. Getting that hip nice and comfortable down towards the earth. Take a nice breath in, let it go. Another breath in, let it go through the mouth. We'll walk ourselves up nice and easy into a seated position. Swing your legs around so that your right leg is out and your left leg is in towards the thigh. Toes of the right leg are straight up towards the sky. It will turn towards those toes. We'll gently walk our hands down the leg, just as far as we can go comfortably at first. Then take a nice breath in, and on your exhale, fold a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. It does not matter where you are on this fold at all. You can be practically sitting up or folding against your leg, wherever you happen to be today. Take another breath in, exhale, let it drop. Now swing the right arm to the inside of the leg, palm face up, and twist yourself open to the sky with your left side. My arm comes all the way up to the sky, and on my exhale, I'm going to reach it over and pretend I can touch my toes. Hold here, breathe in, exhale, reach a little bit further, side body getting a beautiful stretch, then lift it up nice and tall. And bring your left hand behind you, right behind your hip. Push into your heel, your knee, and your back hand into a little back bend. So open the heart. Let the heart lift. Bring that top arm back behind you a little bit so you open the heart. And then come on down and swap out your legs. Left leg comes out, right leg comes in. Toes of the left foot up to the sky. Turn towards the left leg. Both sit bones on the ground. And walk yourself down. No pressure in this one. We're just waiting to feel where the body feels a gentle stretch. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, let the head go heavy. That helps us open up the back sometimes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, get a little bit closer if you can. Focus on that beautiful stretch on the right side of your back. Let the rest of your body sort of relax. Unlock your knee if it's locked shut. Let it soften. Continue your fold for another few breaths. Just notice what comes up for you. Then bring your left arm to the inside of the left leg, palm face up. Push into that leg a little as you twist yourself open and the right arm comes up to the sky and pretend like it's going to reach over the head and touch the toes. And turn your right elbow a little bit more towards the sky to feel that beautiful side stretch. And lift up using your belly muscles nice and tall. Right hand behind your right hip. Push into the knee, the heel, and the back hand and sweep the arm open into a beautiful open heart back bend. Stay here, let the arm relax. Bend in the elbow as much as you need to, and then come on back when you're ready. Swinging back to your seat. Soles of the feet come together. And we can hold on to the ankles or the feet or the legs or nothing at all and just do a little forward fold. Let your head be heavy here. And press gently with your elbows onto your knees, giving those inner thighs a little bit of a stretch that they might need. By keeping your breathing nice and calm, so we're going for a stretch that feels really good. Nothing over the top. We'll bring the soles of the feet onto the ground, and we'll lower ourselves down onto the back. Very gently, one section at a time, starting from the bottom. So lowering down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bringing the knees up and the soles of the feet nice and close to the hips. Let your head rest. We're going to stay looking straight up at the sky, so our head's not going to turn for bridge pose. Place your hands palms face down on the edge, on the mat next to you. Keep your feet hip width distance and your knees hip width distance, and begin to tuck the pelvis and peel the back off the floor. Once you get up to a comfortable point, then you can clasp your hands together if you like. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up a little bit higher, and push with those arms as you lift with the hips. Put some more pressure on your feet and your legs. Take it out of the rest of the body. Make it all about the legs. If they wiggle, that's okay. Lower down nice and slow, unclasping your hands before your back comes down onto them. And let the whole back relax. Drop the knees over to the right, and then drop them over to the left. Bring them back to center. And we'll go for another bridge. Pushing hard into the feet, tilt the pelvis, lift up. Option to clasp the hands underneath. Not mandatory. Push down if you like. Push the hips to the sky. Sternum is meeting the chin. The feet and the legs are pushing with all their might. Then we soften just a little bit. Begin to bend in the back. The top part of the back presses down, then the middle, then finally the lower. And then we're all the way down. Drop the knees again to the right, back to center, over to the left, and back to center again. Bring the knees up for a nice big hug, and let the lower back lift up off the floor. Rock side to side if that feels good, or keep it still. Whatever feels best on your body today. Bring your arms out, not quite to a T, a little bit lower than that. You're going to drop the knees over towards the right elbow. Keep the left shoulder on the ground. And then pull the belly muscles in as you lift those legs deliberately over the body. So we're not going with momentum, we're going with the power of the belly all the way over to the left with the knees. Right shoulder stays on the ground. Pull the belly muscles in again, lift up across the body, and drop down to the other side. Now this time you can straighten the legs a little if that was easy for you. Make it a little bit harder. But if not, we're going to stay right where we were. So now lift up, use the belly muscles. The legs are a little less bent, so you have a little more, the weight distribution is a little different, makes it a little harder. Pull the belly in, lift, lift, lift across the body, and then over to the right side again. If you want, extend even more, lift up, belly muscles in. You know where your body's at today and what you want to do. Drop to the other side, pull the belly muscles in, lift up, crossing over. One more time to the right, and one more time to the left. Nice, then bring them in for a nice hug. Rocking a little bit left and right. Just letting that lower back release all the way down into the ground. Let's do a happy baby today, hooking your hands on the outside of the feet or the inside of the feet or your big toes, wherever it works for you, and pressing your feet up to the sky so that your feet are parallel to the ceiling. And we're going to push the tailbone down a little bit and pull the knees in at the same time. Get this stretch in the hips. If you like to rock in this, it's a perfect place to rock. If you like to hold still, that's fine. Pulling down a little bit more, knees down into your armpits. And then let it go. Let's bring the feet all the way out. Legs all the way out, arms all the way out, reaching to the opposite edges of the room, stretching as long as you can. And then settling down into a neutral position of some kind for your Shavasana. If you feel like you need to move into a different position, Shavasana can be done in any kind of position you want, so it doesn't matter. Just so long as you get the wiggles out and you feel like you're sort of settling with gravity. So you're not holding anything up unnecessarily. Let the shoulders sink down into the earth. Let the back be nice and long and stretched. Let the legs be heavy. Let your head rest, as heavy as it actually is on the ground. Bring your awareness to where your body is touching the earth right now, where gravity is pulling you down and sort of melding you into one with the earth itself. And then notice where the air is touching your body, where it's exposed to the upper air above the ground. And notice anything that it feels like today. Is the air moving? Is it still? Is it warm or cool? We'll give ourselves a little body assessment going from the toes, just noticing how they feel. You don't have to judge them in any way, just noticing into the bottoms of the feet, into the tops of the feet, into the heels. Let the feet be really heavy on the earth. And bring that same heavy relaxation into the legs, from the calves all the way into the knees, into the thighs, and into the hips. Relaxing softly to the ground. Taking any of that effort out of our body right now. Releasing it either up to the sky or down into the earth. Then visualize your spine on the floor right now, from the tip of the tailbone all the way up, through the lower back, through the middle back, upper back, and into the small bones of the neck. Let the whole spine relax and soften, and imagine that there's growth happening and that there's actually separation between each one of the vertebrae. Imagine your arms and your shoulders relaxing down, palms and fingertips, wrists, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, shoulder blades. Softening down to the earth as heavy as it can be. And finally into your head, letting it just fall into the earth. Be held safely by the earth below. As we lie in silence for a moment or two, bring your attention back to your breath if it gets distracted. Otherwise, if you're just noticing parts of your body, it's totally okay to let your mind roam. If you get distracted, just bring your mind back to your breath. You can even count with it, breathing in for 1 and out for 1. In for 2 and out for 2, and so on. Imagine that each exhale is bringing you a little bit softer to the earth, releasing one more little thing, one more little tight muscle, one more distracting thought. And wherever your hands are, you don't have to see them to do this. Just bring your first finger, your forefinger, to touch your thumb. And feel that connection as you press into the thumb with the forefinger and forefinger with the thumb. This mudra is Sa, and it means I am connected to the earth and everything on it. And then bring your second finger to meet your thumb and release the first one. This is Ta, and it represents releasing frustration and anger. And then ring finger to thumb, Na. It's a feeling of self-esteem and belonging, like I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. Then finally, touch the pinky to the thumb and press a little bit so you can actually feel that connection. And this represents trusting my instincts and my feelings and my intuition. Listening to those as well as our brain, to the wisdom mind. And release that. And we'll just go through it very softly, one finger after the other. Sa, Ta, middle finger, Na, and Ma, pinky finger. Sa, first finger, Ta, Na, ring finger, Ma. One more time. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And let the hands rest. Slide the feet up towards your hips. With bent knees, let them rock gently side to side. Just a beautiful, soft manner. Whatever feels good to you, and then let them drop you over to the left or the right. And roll onto your left or right side, using your bottom arm as a little pillow. And your knees are softly bent in the most relaxed position you can get. Before we come up to sitting, Let's make sure we can release any of the stuff that's hanging out that wants to leave us. So soften the facial muscles, muscles of the forehead, the eyebrows, the cheeks, the mouth, the tongue, the chin, the jaw, and the throat. Lots of tension in there sometimes. Just let it melt away into the ground before we sit up. And do the same with your body. Any tightness or unnecessary clenching that you're doing, just let that go. And then use both hands, however you like, to push yourself up as mindfully as possible. So we just don't want to shake that feeling of heavy relaxation. We want to work a little bit mindfully. And we'll bring our palms face up onto our knees, and we'll do our first finger again, Sa, second finger, Ta, third finger, Na, and pinky, Ma. First finger, second, third, and fourth. This also means birth, second finger, life, third finger, death, and pinky finger, rebirth. Bring our hands into our heart and tap gently on the sternum. It's supposed to awaken the immune system, keep us healthy and strong. Then bring the hands to heart center and imagine all of our inner body systems working to their fullest potential with as little effort as possible, keeping everything strong and healthy, flexible, vibrant. Throughout our day, throughout our fall, throughout our life, whatever. The light that lives within me sees and honors and bows to and is grateful for the beautiful light that lives in you. Namaste.